In the waning years of the 19th century, Paris stood at a remarkable crossroads. The city's boulevards rang with the familiar rhythm of horses' hooves and the clatter of iron-rimmed wheels on cobblestones. Gas lamps illuminated grand avenues, casting golden halos in the evening mist, while chimneys exhaled plumes of smoke, marking the city's inexorable march toward modernity. Amidst the swirl of carriages and the hum of industry, a quiet revolution was taking shape, one that would forever change not only how Parisians moved, but how the world imagined the very concept of travel. Against this backdrop, in 1898, a young visionary named Louis Renault toiled in a modest workshop nestled in the Montmartre district. The air inside his wooden garage was thick with the scent of oil and sawdust, punctuated by the rhythmic clang of metal on metal. Here, innovation was born not from vast resources, but from ingenuity and relentless determination. By lamplight, Louis crafted his first creation, the voiturette. The vehicle's guise, slender frame, and exposed mechanics spoke of an era on the cusp of transformation. On Christmas Eve, Louis took to the steep slopes of Rue Lepic, demonstrating his car's revolutionary direct-drive gearbox. The voiturette, diminutive yet mighty, scaled the incline with ease, leaving astonished onlookers in its wake and igniting the first spark of Renault's legacy. As the new century unfurled, the streets of Paris grew ever more vibrant. Yellow and black Renault taxis, their iconic colors cutting through the morning haze, became a familiar sight amidst the city's bustling arteries. These automobiles wove through throngs of pedestrians, horse-drawn carts, and market stalls, heralding the dawn of modern urban mobility. The Renault taxi was more than a means of transportation. It was a symbol of progress, a harbinger of a society in motion. In the heart of the metropolis, engine notes mingled with the calls of street vendors as Parisians embraced a new era of convenience and connection. But history's trajectory seldom runs smooth. As the world was plunged into the turmoil of the First World War, Renault's story took on new urgency. The company's factories, once alive with the assembly of cars, were transformed into the crucibles of wartime production. Here, under the glare of industrial lighting and amidst the relentless churn of machinery, Renault engineered a breakthrough that would alter the course of conflict: the FT tank. Compact, agile, and revolutionary in design, the Renault FT rumbled across muddy battlefields, its rotating turret and caterpillar tracks defining a new era in armored warfare. The thunder of engines now echoed not in city streets, but across the scarred landscapes of Europe, as Renault's ingenuity became a vital force in the struggle for victory. With the war's end came a yearning for renewal. The 1920s unfurled as a decade of elegance and exuberance, and Renault cars became emblems of the era's Art Deco splendor. Streamlined silhouettes and polished chrome adorned the boulevards of France, as Renault vehicles glided past grand cafes and ornate theaters. In city squares, the hum of engines blended with the laughter of flapper girls and the jazz-infused rhythms of a society eager to leave hardship behind. Renault's designs captured the spirit of the times, modern, bold, and unafraid to embrace the future. Yet the shadow of conflict would return. The outbreak of the Second World War brought grave challenges to Renault and to France itself. Black and white images tell the story of factories under occupation, their gates guarded and their purpose commandeered. Workers moved in silence, resilience etched into their faces as they struggled to protect their craft and their livelihoods. The machinery that once symbolized freedom and innovation was now pressed into service for a war not of their choosing. Through hardship and loss, the spirit of Renault endured, awaiting the day when peace would unlock the gates once more. With liberation came a surge of hope. In the post-war years, the Renault 4CV rolled off the assembly lines, a compact, ingeniously designed car that embodied the promise of a new beginning. In cavernous factories awash with light, workers assembled the 4CV with pride, their hands guided by the knowledge that they were building more than a car. They were building a future. The 4CV became an icon of recovery, its cheerful curves and accessible price making it the vehicle of choice for a nation eager to rediscover joy in everyday life. The 1960s brought a new chapter of exploration and possibility. On winding country roads and busy city streets alike, Renault's R4 and R16 models became part of the fabric of French life. Families set out on weekend adventures, their cars packed with picnic baskets and laughter as the open road beckoned. The R4, with its versatile hatchback design, blurred the lines between city car and rural workhorse, while the R16's revolutionary layout set new standards for comfort and practicality. Renault's vehicles became more than machines. They were companions on journeys both great and small. The world would soon face new challenges. The oil crisis of the 1970s cast a long shadow, fueling a demand for smaller, more efficient vehicles. Renault responded with characteristic innovation. Television screens flickered with vibrant advertisements where compact Renaults zipped through neon-lit streets and open countryside alike, promising economy without sacrifice. The company's commitment to accessibility and sustainability resonated with a generation seeking to navigate uncertainty with optimism and ingenuity. As the 1980s and 1990s dawned, Renault dared to imagine what lay beyond convention. The Renault 5, with its bold shape and spirited personality, captured the hearts of drivers across Europe. In crash test laboratories, engineers pitted their creations against the forces of physics, intent on making each journey safer than the last. The Renault Espace arrived as Europe's first true people carrier, redefining the concept of family travel with its spacious interior and flexible design. Prototype sketches and wind tunnel tests revealed a relentless pursuit of progress, a willingness to challenge norms and embrace the unknown. Innovation was not limited to the roads alone. On the world's most prestigious circuits, Renault's Formula One machines thundered into history. Sleek, aerodynamic, and powered by cutting-edge turbocharged engines, these vehicles streaked down straights and carved through corners at breathtaking speeds. The roar of the crowd rose as Renault-powered cars surged to championship victories, their yellow and blue liveries emblazoned across the finish line. Each triumph was the result of relentless experimentation, teamwork, and a passion for pushing the boundaries of possibility. The turn of the millennium marked a new era of global ambition. In 1999, Renault forged a transformative alliance with Nissan, uniting two storied brands in a partnership built on shared vision and mutual respect. Across continents, modern factories rose, vast, gleaming spaces where robots and humans worked in concert to produce vehicles for a rapidly changing world. The alliance brought together disparate cultures and technical expertise, unlocking new opportunities for innovation, sustainability, and growth. As the 21st century progressed, Renault set its sights on the future of mobility. With a bold commitment to sustainability, the company unveiled the Renault ZOE, an all-electric car designed to meet the challenges of a new age. In bustling cityscapes, ZOEs glided silently through traffic, their zero-emission drivetrains signaling a break from the past and a promise to generations yet to come. Charging stations dotted the urban landscape, their glowing blue lights a beacon for drivers seeking to power their journeys with clean energy. Renault's vision of sustainable mobility was no longer a dream, it was a reality, unfolding in real time. But the journey did not end there. At the cutting edge of technology, Renault engineers embarked on the next great adventure, autonomous driving. In state-of-the-art laboratories and on test tracks bordered by green parks and futuristic cityscapes, advanced vehicles navigated complex environments with digital precision. Artificial intelligence processed the world in milliseconds, making decisions that balance safety and efficiency. Digital dashboards glowed with information, merging the tactile pleasures of driving with the limitless possibilities of connectivity. Green cities rose on the horizon, their streets alive with clean, smart transportation, an ecosystem in which Renault's legacy of innovation continued to flourish. And so the story arrives at today, a moment shaped by more than a century of creativity, courage, and conviction. The Renault logo, etched in silver and gold, stands as a testament to a journey defined by both triumph and adversity. Against the tricolour backdrop of the French flag, the brand's emblem shines with the promise of all that has been achieved and all that remains to be discovered. Renault's Odyssey is not merely the tale of a car manufacturer, it is the chronicle of dreams made real, of lives connected, and of a future forever in motion. More than a century later, the spirit that once inspired Louis Renault in his humble workshop continues to drive the company forward. From the cobbled streets of 19th century Paris to the illuminated highways of tomorrow's smart cities, Renault remains a beacon of innovation and resilience. A brand that is and always will be much more than just a car maker. It is a symbol of progress, a catalyst for change, and a companion on the road to a brighter, more sustainable future.